Hello, everybody.
Hey, welcome to episode 104 of the Banter Brunch podcast. My name is Alexia Musau.
My name is Kanji, and
this was a fantastic episode.
Yeah. It was banging.
It was banter.
In case you're curious, it was a banger episode.
Like, listen to it. Like till the very end. Like, we were vibes till the last second.
Till pin drop, silence.
Yeah. So you can't, like, afford to at least listen half.
Surely, in this economy, you're affording to not listen to the full episode.
Nah, like, just look for an activity that will take you 1 hour
ask
now.
Ask yourself the important questions.
But anyway, we do hope you enjoyed this episode. We did a lot of banter, as we said. We talked about Easter plans, what we did for Easter past years, what we did for Easter, what we've been up to. Alisa, some exciting news that she shared on the podcast as well. We talked about Real Housewives of Nairobi. What's happening there? But then we also talked about Hakimi and his whole divorce settlement
situation
stuff.
And how we feel. Real Housewives of Nairobi not left behind because you know we are following up with the tea.
Yeah, we are. Showmax, send over that sponsorship. Yes.
Come over.
To hold
and you know how
concern.
Showmax can give us that sponsorship? You know what you can do?
You
know what you can do? You can just follow us and just subscribe right now.
And like.
From wherever you're listening from.
And
you too. You too. Just that. And
that's
just comment. Leave a comment. But also, thanks for the love you've been getting so far.
Yeah.
And I hope you enjoyed the episode as much as we enjoyed recording it.
Yep. And make sure to share this episode with a friend or two. And promote Banter Brunch.
Anyway, that's the end point. That's end game is you need to support us and you need to listen to the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See you guys. Enjoy the episode.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Let's go. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Banter Over Brunch podcast.
Back.
Guys, I was so excited I hit the mic, but anyway, we're good. Yep. We missed last week.
Sorry about that, actually.
Sorry about that. And we don't even have manners. We didn't even apologize on the day because we had a miscommunication.
I just feel like the messaging wasn't clear when Alexia told me to post something on Instagram to announce.
And then she said, okay, I will. And she was, I was like, Alice in a good mood. But that's what I thought. I was like, hey, Alice doesn't take photo of me hugging emojis. Like, wow, she's in a good mood. Then she asked me in the evening, what happened to the post? I'm like, I said you post. Anyway.
Yeah, it is. So that's how we ended up not posting. But it is what it is. We had honestly, it was against our will.
Yeah, we were really looking forward. But it worked out well.
It worked out. I think we will now be having a change of scenery here and there. So that's a preempt.
Yeah.
And yes, just know it was working towards our next step as the podcast as well. So, but in your here. Where do we begin? My name is Alexia. We are doing 2 intros.
We'll do 2 intros, but it's okay.
So I just said my name again for those who may have forgotten.
And my name is Alexia. Indeed.
Now you even said you're also following my...
Yeah, because it's just hanging. I mean, we have to just make it flow. But welcome to this episode. I think this episode, we want it to be more like a catch-up, I guess.
Yeah.
Because what we do sometimes, we pre-record episodes. Yeah, so the first 3 episodes that you've watched, we pre-recorded them. So much has happened in between that, we feel like we need to talk about and comment about and just,
Yeah, from things that are happening hot right now and things that are happening in our lives that we feel like we're in a safe space to share right now.
Yeah. So you want to start? My updates. First of all, Easter came and Easter went. And I feel like we're in the season of public holidays.
This week is also another one.
There's a holiday on Monday.
There's another one. Please tell me another one.
See, there's Eid next week Monday.
Yeah, there's an Eid.
And then the other Monday there's Labor Day.
The other Monday after Eid?
Yeah.
Hi-mo!
I say those are weekend holidays.
That's last week of May.
29th, 30th.
Oh my God.
31st, 1st.
BFF.
No, April has 30 days. So 29th is a Saturday, 30th is a Sunday, 1st is a Monday.
Wow.
And I'm loving it. I love it.
First of all, I'm leave, but I'm on ready water, so I shouldn't do that.
But those are the holidays that make sense. This is Thursday, Friday, and Monday. You know, because you can just combine it and make it a holiday. But it's really amazing.
We love it. Hallelujah.
Yeah,
Hallelujah.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I think I don't know if I've said that on the podcast, but like when I was employed here, I used to have all the holidays.
Yeah.
I used to be like, well, I want to Jipanga. I want to take that time off. Yeah,
it's true. It's really nice. Honestly, I needed a break, and that Easter one was one that for sure was a break.
Yeah.
Friday, Monday, that's a whole week.
Yeah, and then it shortens 2 weeks and lengthens a weekend.
Exactly.
Easter by the
Easter.
Actually, better kulika Christmas. Because Christmas literally just one day.
Christmas is one day, but
now it's just the season.
Between the holiday season.
Yeah,
so it's like that December holiday is normally beautiful.
Yeah, because it's like the whole world is just taking it easy,
Like everyone's vacation mood.
Yeah.
But apparently, in those other countries it's summer. They also take it very seriously. So.
Oh yeah, summer is coming, but it's our winter. But yeah.
It's our winter. But our winter. Are we in winter right now? It's raining.
Winter started mapema, but I'm not complaining. Nairobi was dry. And let me tell you, just kidogo rain makes Nairobi look so beautiful. Like, even local sides of Macha, like, it was looking like a situation so dry. And now
it's green. From the yum.
Nice. I don't know, the air is clean.
I like when it's like 50-50. Like, I can still walk out with my clothes of,
yeah, but
top and me. But it's still not too hot. So I like the balance, and I think we're having a lot more moments of the balance. Now, what I'm also liking about this rainy season, most of the time it's nighttime during Nanesha, and then asubuhi we are good.
We're good to
keep
go.
Up the energy, Mother Nature.
Yeah.
That's what we like.
Mm-hmm. So what did you do for Easter?
Okay, since you're really pushing for this Easter narrative, I went on a vacation.
Yeah, I mean, you had activity.
For the first time, went to Maasai Mara.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. Honestly, but planning to go, you just need strength. I feel like planning for vacations
you need strength.
With other people. Yeah. You just need strength because people have different personalities. There are people who are last minute. There are people like you are like, okay, you've been preempting, like, there's a holiday coming in next month. So you start planning. When those two people collide, it's a bit tough to come because we weren't supposed to go to Maasai Mara. That was such a last minute plan. Our plan was to go to Naivasha. And we had secured that we had already even booked, like, this is the Airbnb we need to go to. It was very affordable. It wasn't going to be an expensive trip. It was just a getaway. It was pet friendly. I was going to bring, I'm a cat mom now by extension. And yeah, it was going to be really nice.
A cat?
Yeah.
What do you mean by extension? Or the person's cat?
Yeah.
I think the ones that come to your place because I'm like,
have those
are you going to just steal them and say, let's go, we're going somewhere? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so this thing was planned very well. In my mind, I knew, this is, if you're budgeting, this is the budget, like, this 3 weeks ahead of time.
Yeah.
And these people or person had said that, okay, you know what, I'm gonna take care of it, don't worry, like. But when someone says that and you're just very suspicious, but I was being told by people, like, just
calm down, get used to things being done for you.
Let's just let it. But me, it's like I was just side eyeing the whole time, and I just kept sending reminders, please book the place. I don't wanna do it because I'm letting someone do something. So I'm just like, okay. There's someone need to do something, and the B&B went. And this is now a week, or even like 5 days to the vacation. And me, I was so upset, and I just said, you need to fix this. And this was like 2 weeks before. Okay, I'm making this story so long, but I told you, okay, you need to fix this. But I was seeing no progress also in the fixing. Mara's the cat is getting sick now. It's becoming a whole situation. Like, do we just stay because, like...
the cat was sick.
I am now competing with the cat. I was getting so... Eventually, I just saw an ad because Maasai Mara was in our list of places we wanted to go to. We just didn't choose it the first time because this other one was more affordable. But now when we're looking into Maasai Mara, we could have easily got the other one, better prices. But now we're literally booking for 3 days to the trip. But I just want to add over something that looked like a reliable travel agency. It was the cheapest at that time. Booked it. Honestly, I think Maasai Mara is one of those places it's easier to go with a travel agency. They just book everything for you because they know the game drives, the vans. It's more aesthetically pleasing, in my opinion. More picture opportunities, banging. And yeah, long story short, ended up going to the Mara. And I absolutely loved it. You know me, I love animals and it had taken me so long. I hadn't seen animals in a hot minute. Okay, I had gone to like the national. I also went to the, not national park in Nairobi, but the animal orphanage to see animals about 2-3 weeks prior to Maasai Mara. So it was just a continuation and it was so beautiful. And I also felt I was a stranger in my own country because a lot of white representation there compared to black people, honestly.
Yeah, still.
Still. Which I'm realizing is quite common now, especially in some, because I remember coming to this podcast and telling you guys I went to a really nice hotel in Zanzibar last year. But out of the more than 1,000 people, I think, that were present in the hotel, we were literally about at most like 6-7 guests who were black. The rest were staff.
20, my goodness.
So no, we were like, it was even to the point where when you're passing and you see someone, you're like, hey, yeah, you know, my guy, my nigga, like, Uko. And I find that I'm still trying to process that. I think it says a lot about, again, I said this before, our economical situation and not creating avenues for people in residents in the country to have opportunities to travel just as much. And just an eye-opening experience. I loved seeing the animals. I saw my giraffes. I saw my elephants, lion, eye to eye. Come on. You know, we're here, they're there. I liked the aesthetic of the van. We ended up, it's of course a travel agency and we were using a Land Cruiser thing for the tour guides, and thank goodness the people who were touring with were also nice people as well. Like, it was very good vibes. The people who were there were also good vibes. We were laughing throughout the trip. It's farther than I thought it was, but yeah, anyway, good experience. Came back to Nairobi and the first thing we did was literally go to Gondwana, because you know me, the commitment. Yeah, I'm a big Gondwana girly, so tulikuwa tushabook tickets even before the vacation. So everything we were doing was with regards, how do we come back on Sunday for Gondwana? Because I've really I've made people adapt to that Gondwana culture. So yeah, people are now obsessed, and yeah, it was nice. Gondwana was amazing. It was just a really nice weekend. Then the next day was a holiday, so sleepy.
You can now relax and
recover. And I've become old. Like, I'm not like drinking like that. Like, before real. Like, the whole Maasai Mara trip, we had a whole bottle of tequila. Quarter only. 10 p.m. people are in bed. Not even 10. 9:30 after dinner.
Yeah, that's nice.
And you know, we were
welcome to the club.
We were trying our best, like, you know, let's wake up, let's do something. Like, we're in a vacation, let's drink. Like, why are we just... You know,
and I think sometimes
I don't remember the last time we went for cocktails. I'm just going for lunch. Like, I'm just not drinking as much.
But then alcohol makes you liquid calories.
I know they were not as much as they were eating, period. But
you said you're on a diet.
Guys, I'm insecure about my body right now, so I'm having I was listening to it's related. Look at my stories. I was listening to IRIP, and they were just saying how Jules was talking. The latest episode was about body dysmorphia and just how your relationship with your body and food. And one thing she said was that when she's feeling really bad about herself, her body, or like she's gained weight, she just learned how to be kinder to herself and just saying, today I'm just having a bad body day, or like a fat day. No, a fat day. So today I think this last week, I've been having a serious fat day season. So yeah, I'm not particularly excited with how I look right now. And we are working seriously towards reverting.
Yeah.
Because, but maybe honestly, it's not even that bad, I think. But in my head, it's like, this is the biggest. Not in my head, this is the biggest I've ever been. So
I know. Have you stepped on the weighing scale? I don't recommend. you know how you live with a number in your head. Then you're like, what? All this time? Here? Anyway, I feel you.
I feel my body changing in general. Anyway,
Branches, let's can organize a gym, workouts,
a gym date. Yeah.
Can start doing community. If you have a gym space, you're a trainer, reach out to us. Yeah. Can plan something. I feel like even Adele doing like group yoga. With like legally clueless.
Yes, I love when they do those workshops.
Yoga, meditation, then there's like group therapy. Like,
yes, I saw that Legally Clueless does those things. And I love that about Adele. Shout out to you, Adele, man.
Yeah.
But I know a place that does that like every week. Like it's like our Wonder House, which maybe you guys can check out. It's maybe not for everyone, but they really do have sessions that are very unique, like yoga and meditation, or internal. I don't know. Siki. I don't know, like
just do your research before you go for those things. Sometimes
there's one I went for now, poetry night or something like that. Still there, and that was beautiful. Like everyone just woke up, spoke. Like I did the spoken word, which I've not done in ages, and it was so lovely. When those are things me and Gail used to do. When now Gail is gone, my friends sometimes look at some of those things like, weirdly. Which of my friends would go for poetry night? Seriously.
No,
exactly. Gail would. So we went for.
I don't even understand poetry. Okay, like I don't mind reading. I don't know. Nah.
Well,
but I can be a bit of.
And then it was BYOB and then blankets and it's nighttime and it's like it was really nice. And I know that place is actually they just try to build community, but they have some interesting.
To tell us the place.
See, I've said our Wonder House. That's what they're called on Instagram.
Our Wonder.
Our Wonder,
like
WONDER, Wonder House, and it's a very beautiful house, by the way. It's just those really artsy, creative looking places in Nairobi, and the events that they hold are more like you pay if you want to, like it's a donation like you're making. They'll tell you can donate as low as 500 or whatever, but it's open to everyone.
That's nice. Eventful Easter weekend to me. I think first for me, I didn't even realize Easter had flickered. You sort of like, Christmas, it's Christmas, but like Easter, I knew there's Easter coming up, but like I didn't intentionally be like, oh, there's Easter coming up. I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. What am I going to do about it? I think also growing up, I've never done anything over Easter. Like my parents are not those people who would be like, oh, we're going to Shags or we're going somewhere. So last year, I did go on a staycation, just around. It was really nice. It was very relaxing. But this year, by the way, I was just chilling. I think the only fun thing that I did is my friend we had a wedding shower for my friends who are getting married. So instead of making like a bridal shower, we included both the men and the ladies. Yeah, so it was very nice. It was very fun. Just a lot of games, a lot of catching up, a lot of, those games where who knows the couple the best, a lot of competition. You're trying to be the ones who are winning. You're thinking, but where was their first date? I remember. Wow. Yeah, so it was really nice also just as we count down to the wedding day.
How does it feel to have your friend getting married?
Especially because it's my first friend getting married. So it's a first. So I guess it's exciting. Somehow you feel like it's also you getting married.
Of course.
Like this last week, I've just been like, oh my God. It's like, oh my God. And just thinking that here, and if he's the one, he's the one. Like if
this is how it starts. One friend, then before you know it,
now it's back to back, But it's also, I think, it just shows you also planning weddings is a lot, I know, and it's not probably something you should just decide you want to do. I think also you need to be there and then a level of intimacy because, again, if you're planning a wedding together, some people break up during that planning stage. You're like, kumbe, you're so headstrong when you decide you want something and me, I don't want this and you want this.
And then at that time you're very delicate because you're really trying to understand that you're getting married.
And also your emotions because it's your day.
All his red flags, you're like, is this how the rest of my life is going to be?
Yeah. And I'm just like, it's a big thing. It's a big commitment. But it's also very beautiful. I mean, it brings family and friends together in a very special way. And I think it's exciting. And Harusi tonight.
Alexia is wearing a wig.
Oh my God, guys, I'm wearing a wig. Oh, by the time this episode comes out,
till you see the content.
Fresher. Now me. I'm just I have squanky content, but I'll try. A day in the life of a bridesmaid. Hey, we woke up at 4 a.m.
hapo sasa voiceover plug podcast. By the way, if you like my voice, just you can listen to more of this on Banter Brunch.
I don't think my voice is that nice. I think on the podcast, because it's a long, it goes through. On a voiceover, you can make it that nice, because just one.
You don't have to just talk like yourself. Honestly, you can try and manipulate your voice, but it always sounds better when you just yourself. Because I did a voiceover content. We'll get more into this, but I did a voiceover for the company I work for the last TikTok I did, and it was so different from other voiceovers I've done. In my head, because I was like, this was so natural. I was just recording on my bed, and the way I talk, hey, and guys, with those things. But when you try and manipulate your voice to be like sound good or a certain way, it never comes out. Even on the podcast, but I think I think also I talk a lot, so my voice nimeanza kuizoea.
But anyway, what was I saying? So I'm wearing a wig for the very, very, very first time in my life. Like, even when I was going to try, I sent those guys, me, I don't know these things. You tell me, it's Drew frontal, Drew what? I'm like,
are you going to get it installed for you? Oh yeah.
So I'm going to get it installed tomorrow, actually. So that's on Thursday. I'm ready, guys. I'm wearing high heels. I only buy high heels during weddings. Me, I don't wear heels.
You're buying heels.
I already bought every wedding. I buy a pair of heels. Of course, I think this is like 2.5.
For real.
And to me, it's like I'm like
Hakimi. My mom is the same, so let me not skate because
it's a
maybe
thing.
It's genetic.
But I'm really. But it makes sense because my mom doesn't necessarily wear heels. My sister doesn't necessarily wear heels. So it's
do they have are the reasons the same as yours?
Uncomfortable, I guess. Yeah. So me, I feel pain. Like, hey, I don't know if it's the heel. You guys just pretend and you also feel pain.
I mean, you learn how to work through it. Like, and some of them are not like me. When I wear like, let me say 4-5 inch, like, if I'm not walking around too much, maybe I'm just walking to a building, going to an Uber, I'll be very okay. But if now I'm walking, it can be get very intense. But me and my sister, she wears heels. I think they were taught in law school from the way she was in uni. Like, you really, no, it is something. It's a thing. When you go to court, you have to wear, and the heels she chooses, hey.
Yeah, but I want to practice.
You told me you had been practicing with your 2 inches.
It's okay as long as it's a heel, because there are even some outfits you can't wear flats, and sometimes you want to present yourself in a certain way. So I'm taking the challenge, and I'll try practice.
Road to learning how to wear heels.
And then I have to be 5 inch. Just 3 max.
3 max. It's okay.
Bora ni heel. Si kiten na si. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me so that you can see me in my wig.
Okay.
Yeah, and with all this hair, I have a lot of hair, so it needs to be put.
Gosh. You guys know you grew up with I know you guys when we were starting when you started your lock journey, you were still on the pod, but we weren't doing visuals.
Doing visuals, but we do have pictures and funny
memories.
things.
Just scroll down our Instagram and see Alexia in her prime. Actually, you reminded me. I need to remove some videos there. Now my CV na change sahi. Lazima nitotoe vitu.
So my hair was small.
But I'm never deleting like those videos. Like, I want to be 30 and look back at my YouTube videos and just, because even yesterday I was having a meeting with Giddy, a videographer. I was here. Hi, Giddy, background editing and here. And I was showing him like actually the trailer we did, because I do. Surprisingly, I still use it for reference for things.
The one for wine.
I was showing, for B.O.B. Hi guys, welcome to Banter Brunch.
The first one.
The first one we did at your place. Mm-hmm. And how, honestly, the cheers, the dancing, we did a voiceover. Hey!
We're so cute.
I really put out. At that time, my editing hurt. Like, hey.
It was Dani.
But what was the point? Yeah, you can also look at that time you had braids. So if you're looking to know how Alexia looked with braids,
that's 2 lines.
Look back at our very first Banter Brunch video, our social media post. Hey, just go look at the evolution of our social media post.
Slowly we are transitioning. Like, we're going through.
There was
we were very
green and yellow era. There was the
we were single, all of us. At least now we are talking to people. That's me. I'm saying I'm talking to something. in a fully fledged relationship. Anyway, so we talk to each other still.
Yeah, you still talk to each other.
So, tumetoka mbali, guys. Tumetoka mbali.
Wow.
And we're going
but we'll probably still look back at it.
We've won awards.
Hey.
And we're not yet even maximizing
this
our
year
potential.
We're manifesting that other one, that big one that people are getting. That one I want. Actually, me I want.
Yeah, but don't worry, guys.
No, they're eating that money good, honey. And I die.
Hey, God of anyway, God of our God has God.
But even us, and we have a lot to celebrate.
Yeah, God's been good. You guys have been supportive.
Yeah, honestly,
the transitions.
When it comes to rating, how, let's say profitable, but how good of a journey our podcast has been compared to other podcasters who maybe are still on the same level as us, listenership wise. I think we have a lot to be thankful about.
Yeah, and guys, let me tell you, there's like someone who posted, shout out to my friend Benson, like he's just this, really cheers us on, really cheers us on. And like he was on a flight, I think, and he was listening to the podcast, so he just put it like on the clouds. I couldn't repost directly, I forgot to take a screenshot like from my side. But guys, I just want you to realize how important support is, because every time I see guys tagging, even today I've just reposted and so I was like, she's put us there with TMI, and you can see she listens to us because it's the platform that has put like the podcast she listens to, and I'm like, wow. It's not just an audience of us. Like, I know we see the numbers, but we rarely see the feedback sometimes. We rarely see the people behind the numbers and the statistics. So, in short, just feel free to share when you're listening. Feel free to leave a comment, just so we know you and we connect. Yeah.
Our last Insta story, we got a lot more responses, and I think as we are growing, even not only our podcast but our social media presence and platform. It's just pretty exciting to see what we have in store. We are at the stage where we are also hiring someone to be coming to help us. So apparently that's a huge thing, because when I was telling people that, it's like, wow, this is a big thing. But like, honestly,
even the response, I'm like,
celebrating the small wins is so important, because man,
and sometimes you also need to know when you need help to take you to the next level, because I think we've done it alone for close to 3 years now, 2.5 years, and not that we've not done a good job, but we know there's room for improvement. So in short, I just think adding to the team is very essential for us right now, especially with the vision that we have for the podcast and for the brand. It has to be bigger than us sometimes.
Yeah, I think for a long time it's been mostly vibes, because that's what this podcast is all about. That's why we're called Banter Brunch. But now as we look into, now we need to get serious. Like, the podcast landscape is growing. A lot of podcasts are coming up, and that's good. We love the community is growing, and essentially that podcasts are now being taken up seriously, but we also want to be part of the changes that are happening, and we don't want to we can't still stay with the same mentality, because if something is evolving and growing, you also need to be part of it, or you'll basically miss the train, and we don't want to miss our train. And so we gotta do what we gotta do to grow. Even that means like reinvesting in the podcast until it gets to where we want it to be, because we have high potential to do it. We have our personal social media accounts, but beyond that, like, for someone like me, even though I'm not so consistent on my personal account, even though we're changing that, content is something I'm doing every single day for so many different platforms, including for my work, for Banter Brunch, for my new podcast, by the way.
Let's segue into that, by the way. Announcement.
Tangazo. I am officially launching my podcast that I've been working on for a very long time. My podcast is now called My Tech Story, and basically it is a platform. It's more of my serious corporate side of kind of content, but it's basically a platform where I'm allowing people in the technology space to come and share their stories and their experiences working or scaling or building platforms building products every day. Because someone like me, like, when you ask, like, most of my solutions are always like have you checked Google, or I don't know. I know about so many apps. Working in the tech industry, even like beyond just where I work, like I'm grateful enough that I've had the opportunity to just constantly meet with different people from different walks of life. Especially now, there was this whole boom of the tech industry, so being part of that and just seeing all this cool stuff happening, I thought that surely, like, for these things to be adaptable, for things like Uber that have made our lives easier, for things like Bolt food delivery, we think it's everyday life in Nairobi, but this is a problem. Like, a lot of Africa still has potential to get to that point. And still, like in Nairobi more or less is like the Silicon Valley, quote unquote, of Africa, if you may or may not know. So tech products right now are booming here, but not many people know about them. I don't want to get too deep into it. So I wanted to create a platform where people also come and talk what they want to, about what they're building and how people can make their lives easier, but also just share about their stories, because everyone has a tech story. We are on YouTube. That's a technology we're using.
You're always on your phone.
You're always doing something.
Ordering stuff. I like how you mentioned Uber, and even the other day I ordered something from the supermarket. I know I live next to a supermarket, but I ordered something from another supermarket. And I was like, wow, a few years ago, this was not normal, and I was like, wow, this is so efficient.
Right? We're moving to a ChatGPT era. Like, that's insane. Like, you can see how that is. Right now, that's my Bible. Let me not say like that. No offense to the Christians out there. But now ChatGPT, I use it. I use it a lot. So just want to bring like, okay, there's so much happening, and we don't want, in the US, there's so many platforms that enable us to know about these things, but like we are building so much in Africa as well. Like, let's empower more Africans, let's empower the tech space here. So anyway, that's more. For more of this, follow and follow me there. It's been something I've really been working on very heavily the past couple of months, like 3 months, and I've had the opportunity to talk to 8. I think I'm closing my episode recordings for the season this Saturday, so 10 episodes for this season.
Wow, well done.
10 guests in different industries within the same tech space, and cool people from cool companies that you already probably know about. So yeah, very excited to release and put my baby out there to the world. But no worries, guys, I'm still a B.O.B. babe. I'm still a
brunchies. She needs to give us the same attention. We're gonna check her.
We're not competing. You gonna check me, please. I'm still here.
So please go show love.
So show love on MTS, and I also wouldn't be here without you and this platform. So yeah, huge kudos to you for allowing to be my co-host, and here we are today. So, and also, the journey continues.
Sorry about tech. I feel like sometimes even it looks like, wow, everyone's like, oh, get into tech. And you're like, sasa nanza happy. What happens even in tech? Literally. What skills do I already have probably that I can apply into the tech space? I mean, even you got into tech through communication, through marketing, and you can work your way up through that and maybe get into the technical bit of it. But again, not everything in tech has to be the actual tech work.
Exactly.
There's support. All these Microsoft
things.
Companies, not like everyone does tech. There's HR for a tech company.
TikTok
there's law. There's content creators, content there's managers.
Security. There's so many things you can get into. It's not just
a good platform.
And that's what I want people now to come and share. Have people who got jobs in uni. How did they get them? Find out how they got them. And their first job was Safaricom. Like, that's crazy.
Wow.
So them giving you guidance as well, and just to other people who've studied abroad and then came back to scale in Africa. Like, guys, I'm just very happy to just share this with you, because I've always been a Pan-African, like a very global mindset. It's something that I've always wanted. So this is very in line with me and my personality. It's maybe not what I've shown myself as on the media, but probably not going to be a shock to people who know me on the technical side of things. So support, and launching May 2nd, first episode. So be there or be square, but don't be square, be there.
Be there. You had it here first.
Exclusively.
Second. It's already out there.
But what else do you want to update us on?
I know we're talking about shows, and I want to just say the last time we talked about Real Housewives of Nairobi, I said Vera was my favorite character. I think I should have watched the show a bit. Anyway, I still like her. I love how during her confessional she's always giggling. I just find her so silly. Like, it's so fun. I'm just like,
her confessionals are really, she never takes anything seriously. Gosh, I'm like 7 hours late.
But totally chipanga. Vera, why did you come for Sonal like that? Like,
that was so uncalled for. Me, I love Sonal's heart. I just love her. I think that's my favorite. And her voice is so... And I've said that even the first time.
I love Vera.
But you can't do that to me. No.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I saw her upset. Because she never gets, like, upset. Like, you know. So I think my favorite character right now is Sonal. Still has been... Mine has her moments, but I love Lisa. That's who I love. I love Lisa. Because I feel like she's so...
And then guys are boycotting for her to be removed from the show because she's racist and just says funny things, and
she doesn't. I think she just talks about generally what her experience is, and it's a wake-up call to know that this is how expats are living in Nairobi. Or
but
what was
she's born in Tanzania.
In Tanzania, Nairobi. But that's she's
just annoying.
Exactly.
Me, I like her annoying.
She's living the life that most older generation white people live. Like, oh, when I went to there and then I got
how
like
did she call Mine's Rurasho Kienyeji wedding?
Okay, yeah, and then it's not a teen. Okay, now that was racist.
No, that's just like you've refused to understand. You can't have been living in Africa for this long, and you're taking a traditional wedding.
No, that was so uncalled for. That one I knew. That one I don't. I like Lisa. Anyway,
she's just there. Me, I don't hate her, but
she's not my bestie.
Dr. C.
No, my best friend is Dr. C. I love that woman so much. She's such a mom.
Yeah.
Her advice is nice. At first when she came in, I was wondering, like, what's this personality kind? Like, but I start to understand how intellectual she is and how she's just...
emotionally intelligent also.
I love Dr. C.
Yeah, she's good. I like her. I think also we've seen her also like at work in the office. These are the babes. We just see them. Anyway, tuliona Vera alienda studio. Uko na ameenda studio.
I saw when I went to the studio. You know? No, actually, when I dip it, like, most of them don't do it. The other one is just always extra with her hairstyle and her dresses. Susan.
Then you've gone to bake. You've won, like...
is a very interesting character. I'm still trying to understand whether how much I like her or how much
Flamingo
she's like 50-50 to me.
But she made up with Mine.
She made up at least.
Unnecessary drama.
Say they are posting love episodes.
Me, I just feel like, first of all, I need us, when we watch these shows, realize that there's so much that's edited out. You know, that we don't get to see. Because I remember when Sonal and Vera had this Nini, I kept wondering, where is this coming from? They've not had beef before, you know. And then Vera was explaining like how I think she was talking to her husband and she was like, oh, you know, Sonal has been saying things about me, has been making me feel less than or something like that. So I was like, okay. So no wonder she acted out with so much anger because me, I was so confused. Yeah, I was like, what is just happening? Thought it was just that one incident. So I'm not justifying. I mean, she did touch on mental health, which is unnecessary in this day and age. I mean, you should understand that people go through this.
Like using that against her was the wrong
about that I married you.
Like, oh, just because you have mental problems, you think you can talk to me the way you want to. Like, you can just say you can't talk to me the way you want to. Like, it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, just even her, she feels entitled because she has this many followers or this amount of.
I'm on Wikipedia.
Are you on Wikipedia?
Like, Wikipedia is even not a good source of information. Because anyone can add anything to Wikipedia. You can't even, if you cite Wikipedia in a school paper, like,
they
you're
won't
a joker.
Take it. Yeah, so like
I'm on Wikipedia.
I was listening, okay, let me not get too deep into it, but listening to a podcast by Emma Chamberlain, Anything Goes, and she was just talking about how...
First of all, can you talk about Emma? Okay, after.
Yes, what do you
Emma, I really admire her, and I really admire her podcast, because she literally just sits and talks for 1 hour.
And I listen to those episodes.
And she's making sense.
It's the only podcast I listen to, and it makes so much sense.
She makes sense.
Solo.
It's weird. Hey guys, I just woke up and she'll talk.
Let's talk about
traveling solo. That's what episode I always remember from her. That. And I'm like,
she inspires me, honestly, and she's always just been a solo dolo. Her YouTube, just like her vibe, she just minds her business, and I love that about Emma, and her content makes sense even if she's younger than us.
Yeah, she's like 21.
Really amazing. So shout out to
actually
Emma.
She just said she just turned 21, so she can drink or something.
Yeah, that was a way back. Yeah, like guys, like people are out there. Gen Z out there killing it. I love it. But in her latest episode, she was talking about why celebrities choose to be famous. to stay famous or something like that. And she just, a section where she was just highlighting that you get used to the getting everything that you want, and then now you start feeling entitled to, like, this is the norm for you, like people should be treating you a certain way, or they get lost in this mentality of people are lesser than you because of all these privileges that you have access to. I think even being a celebrity in the US is a huge deal compared to being here. You're a celebrity, but
we teach you like
okay, we'll of course, we're like, oh my gosh, you'll understand the presents, but you can still go to the supermarket, the same places you go to.
I think our politicians are the same.
Yeah, our politicians are the celebrities, honestly, that kind of status. But in the US, it's such a huge thing, especially in somewhere like LA. Your head, you become so filled with this, and I feel like that's, no offense, that's somewhere where I think Vera is mentally, because everything, her defense is always how famous she is or how known she is. Like, who are you beyond your fame? Like,
and she's not actually known for the best.
Like, what are you known for? Like, even if I wasn't too happy about that clout situation, and people are trying to justify that, but this is what you have to do in Nairobi. No, it's not. Like,
that's a standard we've set for these people, because we take it as wow, and so we give them what
if you really
should be ignoring them.
Celebrity with substance, what change are you making? Are you what is your platform providing for people? What's the messaging? I know some people are just celebrities just for the bands and for clout, but for you being that kind of celebrity and using that as your leverage to say that this is why I am more important than you, to me it doesn't hold substance. I'm sorry. Like,
celebrity culture in Kenya, I think even maybe in Africa. But I think maybe say
you know, one thing I like about the Kardashians, they know they don't do they do much. Honestly, they do a lot of work, but they never, in their episodes, I never hear them talk about like, I'm better than anyone else, or like they try to understand, okay, you know, like this is what we lived in, and you know, I'm trying, like, even if it is what it is, life is in their favor, but I never hear them talking about, you know, you need to treat me this way because I'm a celebrity, kind of, or walk over you, kind of. And that's the energy that I don't like, that I think Vera has. Period.
I just love her giggling.
Hey, The Bounce is in London. Have you seen?
The Bounce is back. And then they sold out.
And they sold
first
out.
Show. Okay, guys, I don't know what to talk about.
Sorry. I said what I said, guys. Hey, we've plugged people this episode. Another podcast that we look up to, that's Nigerian. And that, again, still shows, like, Africa, the potential that African spaces can have. Like, because they literally had a live show in London, sold out. Even us, branches, let's shape up. I feel like Nigeria is definitely somewhere when it comes to making their content very international.
But you know one thing, there are a lot of Nigerians in the UK. A lot. I think they go to
Kenyans
school
in the UK,
for that.
but here in Nigeria, there's a lot of Nigerians everywhere. Period. If they had a live show in Nairobi, but we would obviously go, honestly.
Me, because I'll tell them I want to be the feet on the ground. I'll help you guys.
One thing,
give me the job.
Give me
project manager.
I'll do it for free.
Event, I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys.
But one thing I enjoy about that post, they really just talk over each other, but they understand the conversation is flowing.
No, you know me, I struggled listening to them for a very long time because I was like, I can't even understand this accents. Until the day I realized a Nigerian listening to me and Alice will think we have accents.
Exactly.
So I was like, okay,
100%.
let me just listen to what they're saying. And then I like how crazy they are. The latest episode, like not this one. Okay, anyway, like 2 episodes, they had a mortuary attendant, a funeral consultant as a guest. Can you imagine how crazy that episode was? So how is business? He says, because of Easter, business wasn't good. So people are not because you can't bury when guys are dead. I was like, you know what? We need to know.
Like, we need to even
me, I have questions about not really mortuary, but it was a bit. I was like, okay.
Like, but it's a business, and I know someone whose family business is that, and it's a booming. COVID was.
Yeah, anyway. And at the end of the day, we're all going there, so you might as well find out, you know.
So you're crying, but you just know people are really, that time was very hot, piping for some people. So God forbid, but it is what it is. Some people have to do it. That's a business that is ever assured, evergreen. Like birth. So
same way hospital because people have to give birth.
But you know what? That's also what I liked about the space we're evolving into. Like, I want us to take away the power from celebrities and just ordinary people having, you know, we just say, who are you? I just come and have a conversation. And those are the episodes that bang, because everybody has something to share. Even the introverts that have a bit shy when they go on a podcast and they speak, you realize there's so much the world has to offer beyond just the same people you're listening to their opinions 50,000 times. And I'm not, no shade to us because we have a platform, but I want us to also have people who also have something to share beyond just the clout chasing kind of content type of vibe. And I also like, that's what I really also like listening to It's Related, I Promise. Again, I've referenced to them. I've listening to them quite a bit because they bring people who, I mean, are even are older than them.
There's a money episode. Did you listen to that one for retirement? And the guy is like 40 something. So
exactly. Even this latest one, this guy is about almost 50, and it's someone whom you may not have heard of, but the substance of the content is so rich. So
another point, sorry, I see you guys, some of you have been reaching out to us even on Instagram saying you'd like to come in as a guest, and it is something that we are considering and would definitely want to interact with you guys. So if you feel you have a story, you have a nini, you want to come with gist, come with chat,
juicy,
do reach out to us via email preferably. Then we will plan it out.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, tumeongea. What time is it?
Tumeongea. I think it's about time we cut the episode. Has it been an hour? 50 minutes.
Guys, is there anything else you need to touch on?
Alice has a meeting. Let's talk about Hakimi, the footballer who had nothing in his name. Guys, are you marrying your enemies? Ama, prevention is better than cure. Of course she didn't know. But how does she not know? Me, I see a house. Okay, but I mean...
How would... Like, I don't know. When, you know, divorce is not by the way thing. It happens because you see it coming. So maybe, it's always been like that.
Or maybe when he saw it coming, he transferred.
He started doing things. You know, you see, your divorce comes after maybe a year, 2 years of not just trying to make it work, and it just doesn't work. I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm not an expert here.
We should have someone who's divorced come to the podcast.
Do they want to relieve their trauma? If you're someone divorced and you have, if you feel you're in a space you're able to share with our audience, please come and share.
What questions did they ask them?
We'll find out. When our audience is curious, like how the experience, like there's so much to learn about divorce that we don't know about, so it will also be
legal implications, even just how. Anyway, so I just feel like, okay, do people just marry people, or is it okay to protect your assets? I don't know, especially because now it's prenup. We need to also have a conversation on marriage law. I know just Ivy did have one, and I know like once you're married, whatever you get within marriage is shared, or like between you and your partner. So I was like, wow, and I don't even have a single asset.
Would you be in a position to discuss that when you guys are in good terms?
I think it's something you need to discuss.
Okay, in case shit hits the fan, I think it's something maybe you guys should be open to. In case this is what I think.
This is how we should do, and we sign it.
But now it depends how deep the cut is of the reason of the divorce.
It's okay.
Also.
It's fine. I know it will nini, but when that too, at the end of the day, I want my freedom, you know. Especially things like projects that you've worked together. I mean, even just that support of our spouse. Even if they're not involved in a certain project, you know, you come home with this person you're talking to. Oh, we did this. What do you think? Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I feel for the babe, but now you see her stuff will be split. I shall say, Lewi.
I think it will be utterly brutal and ruthless for him not to give her anything. Simply because when you decide to become a footballer's wife, or not, someone has taken you in, that's a lifestyle that does not sustain you doing your own things a lot of the time. I'm assuming, because you're traveling. If your husband decides today we are changing clubs and we are moving to Spain, babe. Like, and you take up your whole life. I mean, you're traveling all the time. You're taking care of the kids. It's your home. It's your family. You've made friends. There's a lifestyle that that changed, and also, someone here has a different opinion, but.
We want to hear.
No, but honestly speaking, like, if you've been married, we had a discussion before that I am becoming a stay-at-home wife, I'm assuming. you are taking care of me. You don't need to continue taking care of me per se the way you used to, but something's gotta give, honey. Something. If I've given up my whole life to be with you, and then we break up, and now you don't want to be associated with my life, you need to really think about how we even started, and me giving up my entire self to be with you.
And that's what I'm saying. Marriage is also a big thing. See, dating, and I'm like, are we marrying our friends? Are we marrying out of convenience?
You can't until you're there, you can't understand how a marriage can go sour.
Honey,
because you don't get married thinking you're going to get divorced. Nobody gets. Okay, I rarely think people get married with the intention to crossroads their partner to a point where it is war. And I think being in war with your best friend, who is also your partner, is one of the most depressing things, I'm assuming, that can possibly happen to you. So divorce is not easy, but where are we in the divorce topics here, bigly like this? What's
because
happening?
Hakimi is wilding.
Hakimi, yeah. So in conclusion, what did he say? He's not giving anything to her.
See, now there's nothing for him to share, like legally. Of course they can discuss, but legally but he owns nothing.
No, but for him to have done that, exactly. I think that's
what I'm saying. Let's go back to the beginning.
The betrayal began when he decided to
there's something that doesn't meet, that we're not seeing in this story, because I don't think someone in their right senses who's happily married and Nini would wake up and decide, I'm not having assets in my name, because the way this thing is going, they'll come for my stuff or whatever, So I think they had their own issues, but
of course we can't know everything in a relationship. A relationship with many years, there's so much implications we can't know about. But of course, people like drawing conclusions out of everything. Yeah. Hey, are you ready to become a celebrity? We are going there.
Yeah.
What do you think about being a celeb yourself, or fame, or like getting that attention? Right now,
I have mixed feelings.
50,000 before you know it, 100K followers up on Instagram.
I feel like I have mixed feelings because now everyone happens to be in your business, and I don't think I like people in my business.
Najipata BNN.
Yeah, or BNN is negative.
Yeah.
Okay, but they have a few nice things. Like if you're to
your friends who subscribing, they are watching the news. They are
like,
about you.
Hi Edgar, let me tell you. What? Trusted source.
What do you feel about
No, it's too much.
What's happening?
I feel like I can be impactful and influential without having to be a celebrity or like people in my business. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm trying to think of someone who I'd say is like that. Yeah, like even let's say Oprah. I mean, she's impactful, she's Nini, but we don't get tea on Oprah. I mean, it's because she's old. I don't know.
But you see now Nairobi is small. Do you have a Nairobi representation of someone who is like that? Because even if you avoid it, you'll end up being essentially invited to these events or these opportunities.
There's an influencer I know, but I wouldn't say she's a celebrity.
I'd say Nancy Moy tries her best.
Oh yeah, her life is private.
Nancy Moy really, but the problem is we have a podcast.
Oh yeah, yappa. I haven't thought about really YouTube and stuff like that, but I'm like, YouTube forces you to show a lot, in my opinion. I think because Instagram, I can just post small beats, and guys feel like, wow, you're giving us content. But on Instagram, I can't just be sitting at here. I'm here. This is a vlog.
But
you want to see
people. You really focus on your niches, like someone like I don't know, someone like let me say, I don't know if you know Tati Kapaya. Okay, she has amazing content. You need to follow her.
Tati
Kapaya. I'll show you. She's Kenyan, but she studied in the UK. She does a lot of content with Kina Eli. Her content is phenomenal. But what she does is she has really said my content is going to be focused on traveling and maybe things to do. Even if my personal life, it's education focused, or now when it's a content creator, she shows you the life of a content creator.
I like
but
that.
Rarely ever like
a vlog or like
even she has a YouTube as well. That's the thing. And boyfriend, but like we're in. Okay, maybe she's not a good representation. Actually, we see a lot of her life, but I feel like that spirit of focusing on what you've decided your niche is and just not sharing.
Which is true. I have an example. Maggie Mwende. She does cleaning videos, but then she just cleans her house. And I think she has over 100K subscribers.
But like, now you compare with the content you do.
Exactly. So I realized the content I do people will be in my business. Na mi sipendi business.
You need to, that's something you need to think about, Alexia.
I said, no, actually. I don't like people in my business. So if I'm going on YouTube, I'm not going to do vlogs because I'll be forced to show. And once you show, people have like the right to ask and opinions, and I'm not trying to catch feelings for strangers on the internet and have to keep blocking people or not blocking or feeling uncomfortable in my own space. I'm okay being a consumer. But because even me, I consume and I realized, I know everything about Joanna Kinuthia. Let me give an example because she's a person I watch. I know where she gyms. I know where her parents. Okay, now I sound like a stalker. Guys,
just don't get into it.
No, because anyway, I'm not saying anything that she hasn't shown on her vlogs, So I'm like, okay, for me, I'd feel some type of way going to the gym, feeling like maybe someone can't come to this gym because they know I'm here, they'll call my name. I feel kidogo. Yeah, so it's okay. I think Instagram is also a very good platform. And
I think it's also for you how you handle that kind of meaning.
And people are different.
If you come like someone who's tough, I feel like someone like Just Ivy, like even if people are in her business, like what business is there for you to be in? Okay, apart from now, let me not use her as an example. But yeah, I feel like now she's very strict on the content, and by the time you're responding to such comments, I think you need to just early on adapt to her smooth and in his skin, because it's easier said than done. The content as we do, lifestyle. But there's a way you can split it. But there are people who just naturally with feel the people who want to eat into what, especially if you become bigger, which is the goal, especially essentially when you start having a platform like a podcast or what. Even you as personal experience, even those celebrities who hide, you want to know. So how will you control?
Me, I know I'm always knowing. So I'm like, that's for doing. Okay, yeah, I guess so. But it's I like what you said. Even like in terms of YouTube, maybe you just want. I'll say, okay, I'll be vlogging travels.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I'll pop up on YouTube with a travel vlog, which I think is also evergreen content, that, yeah. So it's just knowing yourself, knowing what you're good at, knowing what you want to do, and protecting your space at the end of the day. Because social media makes it look like you have to show your life also. Really, see must. Yeah. And with that, I think we can end this episode. It was a nice episode. It was really nice. It was a nice episode, I think.
We should do more often. We should do the episodes right now. I think we're so rigid about now making them so structured.
Yeah. Actually, today when we were coming, I was like, we're not doing a topic. Like, because I was like, which topic? As in, we're not yet. Yeah, we hadn't thought about it. So I was like, it's been a while. Let's catch up. There's a lot happening also.
Yeah. I actually really want to listen to that mortuary, episode of The Bounce.
I was feeling, first I saw it, I said, I'm not listening to this. I'm not inviting a spirit of death. Because I was like, I don't think about death.
100%.
Then I saw them reposting guys saying, like, this episode is so funny. This episode is so funny. And I knew they're crazy. So I was like, okay. You know what? Even me, I'll die at some point, so let me just listen with an open mind. And that was quite
insightful.
July and FK, I think I have like 10 minutes of the episode, so I'll still finish it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much.
For listening. We really talked in this episode. I loved it. We are back.
The bounce is
this
back.
now definitely feels like we've settled it back into the podcast space because of how effortless it's been recording this episode. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube. It's free, and anywhere you're listening from, literally 2 seconds of your time. And
share, leave a comment, tell us how you are, tell us what you think about divorce, marital ninnies, what you think about Real Housewives. We didn't talk about Love is Blind.
We'll get into it. I have hot things to say. Piping.
Tell us what you think about Love is Blind. And just anything else that we may have mentioned.
Exactly. And we'll see you in the next episode. We will really try our best to be as consistent as possible. So we are hoping there's no blockers that are going to come our way once again. Yeah,
but be on the lookout. We have an amazing series that we're running on the podcast episode as well as on Instagram. So
support us. Is a must, period.
Msituaibishe, tunaleta watu wa nguvu, so
substantial. We're actually having a bunch of guests this season, so look forward to that. Okay, my name is Alice Kanjejo.
And I'm Hey. Nani huyo? Full government names.
Sorry. Scratch that. My name is Alice Kanji.
And my name is Alexia Musau.
I will see you in the next episode.
See you.
Hey.
Alice.